and then people get the bench. It holds 5, but you always got somebody who wants to sit on the bench like this. You standing around, 20 people standing around, one person on the bench. It's hot out here, ain't it? Yeah, move over. So I would come and sit on the bench waiting for the bus. 4:45, waiting on the bus. 5:05, I would get up because the bus is coming. And I look in the direction of the bus. Somebody say, look in the direction of the bus. Y'all got me? See, I'm trying to tell you that God is saying the sky's the limit. Because the bus is... Look at your neighbor and say, all the hell I've been through, my bus is coming. 5:05, I'm waiting on the bus. The bus, 5, I got 5 more minutes. I'm getting in my position because I don't know how crowded the bus is. I just know I'm getting on it. I don't care who's around me, but I'm getting on this bus because the bus gonna take me where I wanna go. Anybody wanna go somewhere? And look, bus ain't coming. 5 minutes to 5, bus ain't coming. I sit down. 5 o'clock, I get up. Because I got to get my position because they ain't going to let nobody go on this bus for me. And old ladies are not exempt. I ain't giving nobody on the bus. What I'm trying to say, don't let your pity change my destiny. You ain't going to throw no guilt trip on me and it's my season. Well, you supposed to be my grandchild. You better get on the bus like everybody else, Grandma. Oh, I'm trying to tell you that a lot of y'all lost your destiny because you have too many illegal emotions. Where you should be at one place, you sitting there serving something else and lose out. And tell me that's okay. The Lord knows that's not right. The Bible said let the dead bury the dead. If you dead-minded, if you don't trust God, if you don't have a... Because really, in reality, you don't need me to show up. You just need me to send it. Jesus. Stand in the bus. Bus don't come 5 o'clock. Bus ain't here. All right, 5 more minutes. The bus going to be here. I'm ready. I ain't getting back in that chair. Because if I get back in that chair, if I get back to that same attitude, I'm going to lose my destiny. That chair is designed for the next person that got to come. I'm not going to sit for 20 years in a seat that I'm already prepared to move out of. 5:05 and the bus ain't show up yet. But I know the bus is coming because the MTA told me it hits that corner at 5:05. I now leave the curb and go into the side of the street and look up for the bus. You got to get off the corner and get in the street for your stuff. You got to go and begin to say, I've been there too long. I got to change my position to get what I came here 15 minutes, 15 years, 30 years ago. Get in the street. Don't see the bus. Look back at the seat. Look up at the street. Look at the seat. Look at the street. And the bus ain't coming. And it's 5 after 5. 5:06. I'm in the middle of the street. Traffic going this way. Traffic going that way. And I'm saying, where's that bus? Now watch this. I'm in the middle of the street. I move from the seat. I'm in the middle of the street because the bus that's coming is mine. I'm between traffic, but I ain't losing my focus because it's mine. It's my season. They told me it's coming. Now watch this. The people that's driving down see me on the yellow line. The people's driving now. If you're in the county, you can't do this in the county. You can't do this on 83. You can't do this on 695. You will get killed. But on Cold Spring Lane, Oakfoot, Park Heights, you can do this because it's called a landing in the middle of the street. And you stand in the middle of the landing, and traffic is coming this way and that way. And at that particular time of my life, I've got to the level of my life that I don't care what they think. They can call me crazy while they're passing. But in their car, it's not what I need. They moving back and forth. And I don't care what they think because I am looking for my. Ain't it amazing? It's the number 5. But when I know it's time to come, it's my bus. Did you see my bus? I got to catch my bus. I got to go to my bus. I got to get on my bus. Look at your neighbor and say, I didn't pay for it, but it's mine. After all I've been through, it's mine. It's my turn, my ride. I stand there and I go back to the corner because I psychologically begin to make myself think because I went that far, the bus is now coming. I hear some noise up in near St. Ambrose. I can't see it, but I hear the rumbling of a bus. There's some things you won't see, but you can hear it coming. When it comes around that corner, when I was raised, I don't know what's there now. I think nothing's there. But next to St. Ambrose, if you cross the street, cross the light, it was a store called Eddie's Supermarket. Y'all, I wish I had this Matrix in the house. Hey, you older than me, you ought to know. Eddie's Supermarket. Eddie's Supermarket. And it would go, and you couldn't see nothing. And I think they got that drug program now. We buy Kai, something. And then you see the bus. Because where on the corner, it was called Reed's Drugstore back then. And it was dipped. It had a little dip in. You couldn't really see it until you turned that corner past Eddie. And I heard the sound. And I said, the bus is coming. The bus is coming. I'm telling everybody, the bus is coming. See, sometimes you can tell people, don't lose your position, though. Stay right there. Jesus is coming, but I ain't running in no drug house for you. Jesus is coming, but he ain't taking me out to no wrong club trying to get you. Jesus is coming. And I stood there, but I stood my ground. And I turned. When it turned the corner, it was not the bus. It was not the bus. It was a Coca-Cola truck. Seven after 5. And what shows up is a delay. But not a denial. I have a choice. It's not the bus. It's not the bus. It's the Coca-Cola truck. A big red one. Riding down. And I got a choice to make. I got 3 of them. I could stay here and wait on the bus, or I could walk away and hope on something else less. I had another choice. I could walk down Park Heights, trying to get to Park Circle, go all the way to Park Circle so I can have 2 chances. I can get the 5 or the 7. Knowing that the 5 is really what I need. But I'd rather take the 7 because he's a male even though he don't have a job. Watch this. I won't get in a whole lot of amen because there's a lot of people like that. They're waiting for the 7 when they're really supposed to get the 5. Or I could take the 3rd one. The 3rd one is this. I can go the other way and meet my bus. I could get out in the middle of the street and start walking away from what I want to go to catch up to what I'm supposed to be. So I choose to walk towards Belvedere. Back then when I was coming up, when you got to Belvedere, you have arrived. Because that's where the racetrack was. That's where all the nice things was. You could see better cars there and the big open street, and things was nice on Belvedere when I was coming up. Matter of fact, when you went to Belvedere, you was taking a journey. It was a trip to go to Belvedere. You might get stopped by the police asking you what you doing up on Belvedere. Now, not like you get stopped today. Usually they were stopping you because you didn't look like a Belvedere representative. Amen? But y'all don't want to hear this. And I chose to walk towards the bus. I get all the way up to where Eddie's is. No bus. I look again and say there's a bus stop right up there. I'm walking in the street because I don't want my moment to pass me by. And I get halfway between one bus stop and another. There's my bus. There's my bus. And I'm right here in the middle of it. Me in my black shoes, white socks, black suit, black tie, and white shirt and an undershirt. And I choose to run back to the corner I originally came from to catch the bus I always wanted. Y'all better get this. Go back and do it again. Go back and do it. I wish y'all could get me. Don't get mad because you see the bus now. Don't get angry. It's envisioned now. You see greatness. Some things God done and allow you to go through so you can see it, so you can go after it for yourself.